Okay, so let's take a look at how you can do animations in ggplot. So whenever you are plotting any let's say bar chart or scatter plot, you can make use of these animations. So two libraries we will be using, first being plotly. So if you search for that in Google, most likely you will find this official site. Now they have both open source version and enterprise, so we will be using open source one, right? And there is another library which is ggplot. So this ggplot2 will be using this as well for animating one of the charts, right? So first thing is to check for RStudio. Okay, now after that what I will do is I will first create a data set or data frame, and then I will be plotting that in animated form. So for now let's wait for RStudio to load. Let me clear the console, and first thing is install packages, and within that in double quote I'll be adding plotly, right? And if it's already installed, it will show you that message. Also ggplot2. So if you have tidyverse installed, you can easily have that particular library pre-installed. Okay, so as you can see, it has started installing the plotly package. Second being install packages ggplot2. So it will take few of the tidyverse packages. So here you can see tidyverse.org. They contain a lot of packages in R. So ggplot2 is one of that. So coming back here, as you can see, both these libraries are installed. Can clear the console. Next thing, can check the script, and here we will call these two libraries, one being plotly, right? And now second being ggplot2, right? Now within data frame I can get the data, which is going to be three different variables. They are going to be arrays, obviously, right? So what we can do is get 1, 2, 3 and 4, total 4 observations. Then we'll get the same for y. So x and y is ready. Third being f. So I'll get back to that point in a minute. We'll keep the same observation for f as well, right? So we have this data frame. Now the next thing is plotting this. So to plot this we will call ggplot, right? And here we'll be passing the data frame that we just created. Okay, so let me minimize console. Now here we also need AES, where we pass our x and y values, right? Now we'll have to concatenate this with geom underscore point, right? Then AES, and inside that frame of, right? Sorry, frame equals to, let's say for xy we already have so F, right? So we got our frame in these observational values, right? Now I will also have to call ggplot2 and then pass our P, right? So let's run this one by one. First line we take ggplot and plotly, right? So next line, it's already there. Now let's select this entire, and we got our data frame, 4 observation, 3 variables. Next being our ggplot statement. Run this, right? So we have list of 9, okay? Then ggplot2 P, and let's find out if it shows something. Let me maximize this so that you can get the idea. Here you see the play button. If you run this, it will move in animated style from observation 1 to 4. Okay, you can keep playing and it will go back and forth, right? So this was good for linear observations and your typical dot chart is, right? So if you want to change this to say scatter plot, you will have to make changes to few things, right? So we'll get rid of this and then call for some data, and here we will also call gapminder. So this is new chart now, and here we will have our plot where we are basically calling ggplot, and then we will get gapminder data. So gapminder, right? Then next thing AES, then GDP per cap, right? Okay, then life expectancy, and also we set color, let's say color equals to our continent, right? After that I'll have to concatenate, right? And then as usual geom underscore point, right? And here we will have to pass few more parameters like size, right? And then frame, where we have to use year, and it's equal to country, right? And one more concatenate to, we get the idea for scale underscore, let's turn off index scale x, and then let's see if it has locked in. Okay, so scale x locked in is there, right? So we concatenated this. Next thing we will have to also think of ggplot2, and we get our value of p, right? So let's run this one by one. We call for plotly, we have ggplot, then we have gapminder, right? No need to run every time, just run this whenever you change some statements, but I'm doing this to get you into the flow, right? So next thing we will select all this, and this statement we will run, right? And here we have our values, then we will use ggplot p. Let's run this. Now this should change our plot, and here you see life expectancy and GDP per capita, and this is scatter plot. As you move your mouse over these points, you will find their values. So the data is from this particular package gapminder. Then geom point is showing you the data, and here you get the scale in, scale x, log 10, and based on that the scatter plot is here, right? And you get through this in an animated way for movement through the years, right? So let's play. As you can see, the 5-year gap is maintained between the years. So if you play this, plot will show you the changes for every 5-year gap, right? And that's pretty much your animation using ggplot and plotly, right? So the type of plot that you choose would have impact on the animation, right? So heat map, also those time series data, those would also be more animated and visible for you. So you get the idea how to do animations in our language with ggplot and plotly.